Venus in Taurus in a horoscope is the position of self-esteem. We all want the self-esteem of kings and queens. That's obvious. After all, we already know that self-esteem is key to our well-being and to professional, financial, and social success. But to get to this point, you will have to bear a bad reputation. I'm Cavalher. I have a 20 years experience creating psychological designs for people. And I can assure you, to achieve self-esteem is one of the most complex and valuable processes of all. Self-esteem is a delicate balance between two opposite things: to lose other people's love and to receive love. On the one hand, self-esteem is the ability to live the way you are in a practical way. And you have to be able to do that in front of everyone. There's a big chance that you will gain a bad reputation and will lose love because of that. On the other hand, self-esteem is the ability to receive love because let's stop pretending that we don't need anything. Every one of us does need a lot of love. Venus is the planet of love, and Taurus is the sign of value, including your value as a person. Venus in Taurus shows exactly what self-esteem is, a topic on love and value. Morals are that old bitter ant that believes to know everything that's right and wrong based on all the disappointments she had in her miserable life. Morals are the old nosy ant that feels entitled to tell you how you should behave, meaning that you should be just like her. She wants to determine what your occupation should be, how you should spend your money, who you should sleep with, what your line of thought should be, and she wants you to keep her informed. When this old ant speaks, our world collapses. All of a sudden, you are the worst person in the world. She has this gift. She makes us feel ashamed and guilty. Out of nothing, you'll feel to be a tramp, a pervert, a frivolous and ignorant person. You'll feel the urge of becoming that old ant immediately. I can teach you how to exercise this old ant of yours right now. Would you like to learn? You must admit one thing only. It is not your old ant who believes you to be a bad person. It is yourself. When you feel wounded by other people saying that your profession is inferior, that's because you feel your profession to be inferior. When you are ashamed of your sexuality in front of other people, that's because you yourself are ashamed of your sexuality. That's when you need to make a very difficult choice. Option 1. You continue to live the life your old ant wants you to and receive her love. That's the worst way to live Venus in Taurus. You betray yourself and live by other people's morals. Option 2. You live the life you want, and your old ant will hate you forever. You will have to bear a bad reputation. Venus will have to stand losing a little love, but will benefit from a bit of self-love. We don't have the courage to live the life we want because we are terrified of losing people's love. But when we face the horror of losing people's love and do what we must, the magic of self-esteem happens. All of a sudden, a lot of people love us. To gain self-esteem is to stop to be embarrassed by your own characteristics. And here goes one of Cavalher's hints. It's better to stop soon because you won't be able to stop being who you are. Let's learn with the experts. Madonna. Guys, imagine the teenager Madonna speaking to her parents. Let's perform. Dad, Mom, I will be a singer. That's enough for parents to go crazy. Are you going to be a musician? Yeah, I have seen it all. I'm going to record a clip. It is going to be called erotica. I am going to have sex with men and women at the same time, with white and black people at the same time, and there will even be BDSM. Today, that teenager is Madonna. It doesn't matter if you like her or not. She's known worldwide, and she doesn't need a last name. She is Madonna. Caution: there are no formulas to develop self-esteem. Trying to be Madonna is pointless. Having self-esteem is all about you making your own choices. To be a housewife, a surfer, a CEO, or a YouTuber. It doesn't matter what will that choice be as long as it is your own. Is that it? All you have to do is to have the courage to lose love and to bear a bad reputation, and you are already Madonna? No, not exactly. Venus in Taurus doesn't admit that and imposes. Everybody needs love. No one can make it alone. This idea that you can heal yourself of anything all by yourself is self-help foolishness. Obviously, self-help will try to convince you that you can heal yourself all by yourself just by using self-help help. If you try to do all by yourself, Venus in Taurus will create an escalating urge of love in you. It will grow so high in such a little time that you won't stand it. You will give up yourself again and beg for love. To avoid that, don't forget your need of love in any stage of the process. If you want to be a musician and your parents insist that you should be a lawyer, be with other musicians while you deal with your inner fear of being a musician. If you are gay and your old aunt wants you to get married traditionally in a church, be with other LGBT people while you deal with your inner fear of being gay. Don't be alone. There is no self-esteem alone. The presence of love is key to allow self-esteem to grow within you. Look, it never ends, okay? Self-esteem is a continuous process of self-acceptance. The more self-esteem you have, the more successful you will be. A lot of people will love you because you are successful, and a lot of people will hate you for the same reason. You will have to have the courage to be loved, and you will have to have the courage to bear a bad reputation. Tell me, write down in the comments which parts of yourself are still difficult to admit and hold back your self-esteem development. I have already written.